Hi folks, welcome to another Beatles Finds video, number 177, I think this is. Does that sound like a lot? 177 Beatles Finds videos? Well, you gotta figure, I've been making these videos for over 10 years, so 177 Beatles Finds videos in 10 years, good, bad? I don't know. Alright, here's something that I just got today. It's a new book that's not really out for a couple of days yet. It's called The McCartney Legacy. Really great cover, a really thick book. This book is really hefty, and it is already a plethora of information. Some of it new that you thought you heard before, but you might have heard wrong or discovered new things. This is a terrific book written by Alan Kozin. Alan Kozin, also Adrian Sinclair. And I've already perused a lot of this, and I know people who have read it already that say it's fantastic. And of course, we're going to be talking with him, I'm sure, on our Talk More Talk show. Alan Kozin and Adrian Sinclair. I've already done a show with Alan Kozin on the Ken Michaels radio program. We did something else. Yeah. I'll say one thing, though, if you guys are listening. The print is very, very tiny in here, even with the glasses. So this is tiny print for us older folk. But I'm told that there are going to be more. This is volume 1. Volume 1, 1969 to 1973. How many more volumes? I don't know. I've heard maybe 3 altogether, or total. Maybe 4 altogether total. I really don't know for sure. I got this little item in my book, and it's pretty cool to look at. It's a little tiny record. Feels like a coaster, but that's not the point of it, because it says scan for playlist. So you know what this means. Ta-da! I gotta scan that. It's a little scan and you get the list. So I'll be saving this for now. Okay, here are a couple of 45s I picked up. This one is interesting. This is a double-sided Beatle record. I love those old records from the era of the Beatlemania craze, when you had all kinds of people with knockoffs trying to get a little piece of the Beatles fame and mania that was going around. This is by Bobby Wilding, produced by Don Costa, and it's one of the novelty records, and it's also a white label promo, which is cool. It's right there. There you go. I Want to Be a Beatle. I'm trying to get it to focus. There it is. I Want to Be a Beatle. And who doesn't, really? I got the hair for it still, I think. And here the other side is Since I've Been Wearing My Hair Like a Beatle. Since I've Been Wearing My Hair Like a Beatle. Bobby Wilding. White label promo. All right. Next up, this is more common, I think. A lot of people know this. It's Christmas time, right? So we have Band-Aid. Band-Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas? But also a demonstration white label promo, I should mention. Side 2 says Feed the World. And the reason I decided to get this, besides the fact that it's a cool white label promo, is that you have the spoken bit by the intro where you have Paul McCartney saying, "This is Paul McCartney," and blah, 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 and he laughs a little bit. So I picked it up for that reason. All right, now I got some LPs to show you. To start with, I'll introduce this way. Let me get this set. Hold on a minute. I do live streams a lot, and I talk to people, and sometimes people ask me questions, and one of the questions was about collecting. And I said, it gets to the point where, although I have a big collection here of Beatles and solo Beatles stuff, I remember saying specifically, how many copies do I need of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, for example? The only way I like to collect these items is if there's something different about them, if there's something unusual, if the covers are different or there's different writing on it. This one's not really that different here, the one I got here. It's a Philippines press. This is from the Philippines. And I know George Harrison, if he was around, would have something to say about that, because they didn't really enjoy their stay in the Philippines. Now, the cover is the same cover you always see. It does have a little difference there. Stereo, etc. And the back cover, same. And the inside gatefold, same. But, you know, I found this at a affordable price. It does not have the inserts in there. There's none of the Sgt. Pepper mustache and so forth. But I'll show you the record. Here we go. Parlophone. Yeah, get a little closer there for those who can focus on it. Yeah, I got quite a mess here. A lot of times you can see the reflection in the records. Now, you can go back and look. I have some cleaning up to do right now around here. All right, so that's a Philippines press. And just give me a moment to put this back in. You know, I don't do any of those, you know, those people that do editing, you know, they make it look like The Office, you know, the TV show, The Office, forward, back a little bit. You know, I don't usually do that. Maybe it's better if I do. I don't know, you tell me. All right, what do we got here? Why is that? All right, we'll take care of this after the camera's finished rolling here. Okay, next up, from the Japanese flag series. You know, when I was a kid, I say a kid, let's say 16 years old, I used to buy these at the TSS record store. They were imports. They were really cool to have. And I had a nice collection originally that I don't have anymore. But I've been trying to get these back again. It's the flag series, U.S. flag series here. Japanese with the obi strip of Hey Jude. This is number 25 in the series. It goes up to 28, or at least number 28, maybe more. I think there are more than 28. Has the obi strip. Very affordable. Good price on this. And sometimes these can be outrageously priced. I don't like spending a lot of money for them. There's the inner sleeve I have. You know the deal with the Apple by now, right, folks? And these used to have phenomenal sound quality when I was a teenager, and I would buy these whenever I was lucky enough to get them. I really liked the sound. It was a revelation, you know. I don't even think I had the UK albums yet. I had the Japanese before the UK. And they would come with these kind of inserts, which were cool, you know. And they would have lyrics in Japanese and lyrics in English. And a lot of times the English was, you know, misinterpreted or not correct, which I thought was kind of funny. A couple of photos down there. These are always nice to have. But the thing about this, there were a lot of Japanese Beatles series out there, and I don't really have any real desire to collect all of them. There are too many for those folks of you who think, well, he buys everything. I don't. He wants everything. He gets everything. No, I don't. Listen, any chance I have to put that old myth to rest, you know, because I have no need for urban legends. And that's one of them, you know. But the reason, I just like this series. I mean, I grew up with this. I kind of remember these from the 70s. This is the one Japanese series that I collect. Occasionally, if I can find the red vinyl, sometimes I'll get the red vinyl. I have, you know, had a couple on red vinyl, which is cool. But there's so many different series, I can't get them all. All right, the last item I want to show here is a solo Beatle item, and this is pretty unusual. Now, of course, I don't have where it's from. Uh-oh. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. I think it's, oh, is it Mexican? I think so. Walls and Bridges, John Lennon. It does not fold over. It's all solid. There's no flaps here. But it was cool to find this because I've never come across it before, and I've never seen it. Yeah, trying to look for exactly where it is. First, I'll show it to you. Looks the same as, you know, the one we're used to, but there's some nuances. I love the deep groove thing on the label. You know, it's kind of got that outline in the inner circle thing. And, oh boy, okay, this says, it's Mexico. I was right. It's from Mexico. So there it is, Mexico. All right, folks, that kicks it in the head for this edition of new Beatles finds. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. More fun to come.